stair lighting was inadvertently placed in a cold air return, several measures can be taken without removing the can. Firstly, safety is paramount. Turn off the power to the lighting circuit at the circuit breaker or fuse box. Allow the light can and surrounding area to cool completely before proceeding. One potential solution involves installing a heat shield. Purchase a heat shield specifically designed for recessed lighting fixtures. Position the heat shield between the light can and the cold air return duct. This will physically block the cold air from directly reaching the can, mitigating the temperature difference. Another approach is to use an LED bulb. Replace the existing incandescent or halogen bulb with a low-heat LED bulb. LED bulbs generate significantly less heat compared to traditional bulbs, thus reducing the risk of overheating in the confined space. Consider ventilating the area around the light can. Create a small opening in the drywall or ceiling near the light can to allow for better air circulation. This can help to dissipate any heat that does build up around the can and prevent it from becoming a hazard. The size of the opening should be enough to promote airflow, but not so large that it compromises the integrity of the ceiling. It is also important to ensure that the light can is properly installed and sealed to prevent any unintended air leaks, which could further exacerbate the problem. Regular inspection of the area around the light can is crucial. Look for any signs of overheating or damage, such as discoloration or melting of the can or surrounding materials. If any such signs are observed, the light can should be replaced immediately to prevent potential fire hazards. Replacing the can is a bigger project than the other options, but important if there are signs of wear. If the previously mentioned solutions are not feasible or effective, it is advisable to consult a qualified electrician. They can assess the specific situation and recommend the safest and most appropriate solution, taking into account local building codes and safety regulations. An electrician may need to further inspect or reroute the ductwork. When selecting a heat shield, ensure it is made of a fire-resistant material and is properly sized to fit around the light can. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for installation. When installing a heat shield, ensure it does not obstruct access to the bulb or any other components of the light fixture that may require maintenance or replacement. LED bulbs come in various color temperatures and brightness levels. Choose a bulb that provides the desired lighting effect while minimizing heat generation. When creating ventilation, ensure the opening does not compromise the structural integrity of the ceiling or introduce any fire hazards. A small, properly placed opening is preferable to a large, poorly executed one. When sealing the light can, use a fire-resistant sealant to prevent air leaks and ensure a tight seal between the can and the surrounding drywall or ceiling. Regularly check the sealant for cracks or deterioration and reapply as needed. When inspecting the light can, pay close attention to the wiring and connections. Look for any signs of damage, such as frayed wires, loose connections, or melted insulation. If any such damage is observed, the wiring should be repaired or replaced by a qualified electrician. If replacing the light can, choose a model that is specifically designed for recessed lighting and is rated for use in insulated ceilings. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for installation. Before undertaking any electrical work, it is essential to familiarize yourself with local building codes and safety regulations. These codes and regulations are in place to protect property and individuals and should be strictly adhered to. Building codes also vary. In addition to the above, there are general electrical safety tips one should keep in mind for any electrical task. Always turn off the power at the circuit breaker before working on any electrical circuit or component. Use insulated tools when working with electricity to prevent electric shock. Never work on electrical circuits or components while standing in water or on a wet surface. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses and gloves, when working with electricity. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, consult a qualified electrician. These are very serious tasks. Electricity can be dangerous if not handled properly. It is always better to be safe than sorry. These precautions should be taken seriously.